Much better.
Well, it's not even a hot day either. It's very marginal lift.
I'll show you a takeoff, and if you want, you'll see. We can't stay close traffic here, unfortunately, so we're going to extend it all the way to the water and then come over to the marina. Yeah, because that's, I don't know, that's just the way it is here. When we reach 500 feet, you can throttle back to 1900 and retrim. Did you ever own an aircraft or always a renter?
No, I belong to flying clubs most of the time.
Just flying clubs? Okay, cool. Which one you belong to now?
Lisa, Long Island Soaring Association. I haven't really been active as much as I'd like to. No, it is, as a squadron commander, there's so much to do, it kind of takes you away.
I can tell you, flying is all about time. If you don't have the time...
That's been my, as much as I love, you know, I wanted to make it a career, but between finances and time and having a family is very rough. You know, I didn't see that I could swing it, you know?
Yep. All right, we can go right towards the marina now.
I mean, I like to give it a shot, you know. You know, at this point in my career, I could spend more time. But you know, the economy's been very slow the last couple of years, especially this president. He's not business friendly, so.
Yeah. I would start getting into politics. It's too complicated. All right. All right. So, what did we learn from the previous one? We got to keep it light so we have enough time to turn. We may have to throttle earlier because of the wind. The wind's from the west, so when you're turning on the base, it's pushing you closer to final and have a tendency to overshoot. So you may have to crab more on the downwind towards the west. So anticipate all these things on this approach, and I'll let you do the whole thing by yourself.
I'm going to wait till I'm over the river before I turn. This way,
Yep. Just, give yourself, you know, a target point. If you don't touch down within the first third or half of the runway, depends on your standard. Just go around, you know, you don't want to end up in the trees at the end of the departure.
Okay, thank you.
Central Jersey, Cessna 172 RGA on crosswind runway 25, Central Jersey.
I guess they're surprised because nobody's flying today and we're out there having fun. Well, it's kind of marginal, you know. I mean, here in Bayport where the traffic pattern is low, it's not a problem. But you know, Republic can be a little.
well, you know what? They hear an engine roaring. They're all going to wake up and drive to the airport.
Wake up,
now.
yeah, exactly. All right, you see what the wind's doing now?
Yeah, yes, push it.
Yeah, you got a hell of a crab to the left. Very nice.
Yeah, well, I wanted to get a little bit closer. That's why I did that. Okay.
Give it a hell of a crab. Very nice. And looks like, yep, still a crosswind from the right. There you go.
Cessna 172 downwind runway 25, Central Jersey.
Oh, you can feel that wind, right?
Speed, drop the nose, watch your speed, throttle back. See what the wind's doing?
Oh yeah, look at that. Okay. Got it.
I mentioned it 3 times and you still overshot. Alright, not for that. Keep the nose down though. Keep coming down, keep coming down, keep coming down, keep coming down, keep coming down. Alright, hold it. Just hold it right there. Hold it, hold it. Alright, beautiful. Not too much flare. Hold it. Oh, don't let it bounce too much. Right rudder, left rudder. Okay, this was your second landing on this airplane, and I'm pretty impressed because you did the whole thing by yourself. I didn't touch anything, okay? I think you know your issue with the bounce, but it was a beautiful, the initial touchdown was a beautiful crosswind wheel landing because you touched down on the right main, slowly got the left main, and with a little bit of bounce in the middle. let's call it two landings on this one.
All right.
But you did very well. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. I mean, your flying qualities are there. You know, after not flying for a year, this is very impressive. I think you're getting the feel for this.
Yeah, I'm getting the feel. It's just that for some reason I'm slow and you know what it is? I think things are happening insidiously slow and I'm not picking it up.
Yeah, it's possible.
You know, kind of. I'm sorry, what were you saying?
There's your taxiway right there. Sometimes if you land short enough, you can actually, you know.
Oh, I see. Okay, with time, I guess.
Yeah, that's just practice.
So quick question. So when you taxi this aircraft, you're not. Look, you said to push the stick forward.
When you're taxiing, right now, you see the wind's from the left, you actually have to dive into the wind, exactly.
Right, okay.
But, I don't know, 5 knots? What is that wind side? 5?
Not even.
It's not that bad. It's really not that bad.
It's basically neutral then.
Yeah, it's not that bad. But this was really nice. I like what I see here. It's going to improve your rudder skills. I mean, when you fly a 172 or a 152 or any other aircraft, you'll be so much more in the rudder because if you don't touch the rudder on this, you flip. You just don't. You got to be able to use it. While other airplanes, including jets, you can put your feet.
Yeah, you basically.
You can put your feet on the floor. And
I mean, I've flown with guys that have no feet.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, the plane lands. They you know, they don't even know how to correct for a crosswind.
Yeah.
It's been more of the norm.
You mind if I open up a little bit?
No, go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, fresh air wouldn't hurt before takeoff.
Oh, it's just one. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. I thought it was like a 152. You have both windows that open up.
Oh no, only the pilot gets the courtesy. The co-pilot gets the sweat. It gets really cold here in the winter though.
I could imagine.
You gotta really bundle up. The heat is not very effective and it's, you know, this is the time to fly.
I think I was taxing a little bit too fast before.
What?
I think I was taxiing a little bit too fast.
This is what I look at taxis. As long as you're comfortable and you're able to stop in case of an emergency without hitting anybody, I don't think there's a limit of how fast you can go, you know?
Okay, looks like we're clear. It's straight ahead, and there's no one on downwind.
Want to do another one, or go back?
Oh, we can do another one.
Another one? All right.
Yeah.
Let's cross the runway. Same exact.
A little bit of
principle. They did fly-in here last weekend, so they still have those cones from the spot landing.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I think they're having one in Solberg. The mid something pilots, the MACC or something like that.
Yeah.
They're having a spot landing contest at Solberg. Must be a lot of fun.
Yep.
Who does your maintenance?
What's that?
Who does the aircraft maintenance for you?
How much did I pay for it?
No, who does the aircraft maintenance?
Oh, maintenance. I do Florida, and I have another mechanic here in New York that follows the Floridian orders. Because the Floridian has, you know, all the knowledge on the equipment, so.
Right here, right?
Yep, same principle. This it looks like it was a little tight, so let's use all available runway before takeoff, so we can kind of.
Okay, it's clear.
Stay out of trouble.
Left and right.
Alright, for takeoff, trim set for takeoff. Timer's in the lock, fuel selector is on, the board point's ready. And wind direction is from the right as we take off. Full takeoff, check complete. The best is to take it all the way to the tree line and keep the momentum. Just kind of add that left rudder, keep that throttle in there, keep it in there, about 1500 or so. And keep it rolling. Very nice. Keep it rolling. No brakes
close
at
the
all.
window or leave it the way it is?
Let's close it just in case. You don't want to have this thing. Alright, full throttle all the way. Within 3 to 5 second full throttle. Static RPM's good. Tail's coming up. Directional control. All that pitch attitude. Very nice. Staying ground effect. Build some speed to about VY. Right rudder, left stick. Right rudder, left stick. There you go. That's it. Always stay coordinated, because when you don't, you start crabbing to the right. If the wind's from the right, we can crab to the right. Very nice. Very nice. Only a slight issue, which everything was safe, was coordinated flight. You have a tendency on the climb not to apply enough right rudder. As you can see right now too.
Yeah, it's kind
See
of...
how the bolt tends to swing from the middle to the right, It's never sufficient rudder.
Yeah, this airplane seems to take a lot to stay coordinated.
Oh yeah, it takes a lot.
Yeah, it really...
It makes you work.
It's a test every second.
It makes you work. It makes you work to make it fly.
No, a Piper Cub is a much
easier. Yeah, it's much more forgiving.
Yeah, it's a very... it's got nice qualities. Doesn't make you work as much.
Yep. Much easier plane to fly.
I think it has a longer fulcrum and a bigger rudder.
It's about the same wingspan. It's longer and it has wider landing gear, so it's more stable.
When you put on the beacon, it's basically battery powered?
Yeah, you're burning battery. Yeah. I mean, you can turn it on if you feel safer.
No, it's okay. Let's leave it off.
Up to you. Totally up to you.
Put it on
I
final.
got the TCAS. I'm monitoring the frequency, and as you can see, I'm constantly looking outside.
And how's your fuel burn? I mean, how's the battery burn? You have the...
Oh, it's good. I charge it at night. It's good all day. No problem.
So do you have a NiCad?
I think it's NIMH or something. NIMH.
Nickel hydroxide, NH.
Yeah, they're a little more, they don't lose power. They just kind of stay up there longer and then slowly taper off. While a NiCad can lose like 50% of its capacity and it's still good for another 3 hours. But we don't want half the voltage for 3 hours. What's the point? You know?
Doesn't take as much burn as initially thought.
As far as fuel burn?
No, as far as turning.
Oh, turning?
I think I might have been overcorrecting with the rudder. That's why
it's very possible.
Yeah,
very possible. What I like to do is initially when I do turns on this airplane is look at that turn coordinator, turn and slip, and inclinometer, and kind of make sure I'm doing exactly what I'm supposed to as far as the rudder.
Yeah, I just picked up that habit. Yep. Well,
It makes you more precise.
It feels better now. You feel it?
I can tell you, you're doing wonderful. I'm not going to say a thing right now, but because I think you're in that stage where you can actually land this airplane all by yourself.
Okay, I'm going to turn down with
Radio call.
Now you have a
beautiful coordinated flight. I like what I see. You can take a break if you want to stretch or whatever. It's up to you. Kind of nice to walk around the airfield. Alright. Watch that.
Yeah, this is steep here.
There you go. You're doing good. Keep it turning. More throttle. Too low, too slow. More throttle. Too low, too slow. Okay, you're good now. Now is the point, just keep coming down. Don't expect it to drop, just push the nose down. Very nice. Right rudder, left stick, hold it.
Oh shit, okay.
Rudder. I guess not every landing is perfect, right?
It almost hit a porpoise.
You know, it's very forgiving. If this would have been pavement, this is nice though, because you came in slow enough where you can take the first turn. If this would have been pavement, it would have been pretty, aggressive. It would have been like ready for a go around.
Yeah.
But since it's grass and we got the tall wheels on this, it was pretty forgiving. No problem at all. Alright, let's see, after landing. Another thing I noticed is you hardly use the trim. Any particular reason? You just want to feel feel that back pressure?
I just, I felt comfortable without the trim.
Without the trim?
Yeah.
Okay. It's totally preference.
I mean, is it a neutral? Let's see.
It's been a neutral all the way since.
It felt like it wasn't. Yeah. I wasn't any flying regime long enough to warrant the trim.
Okay. Fair enough. It's totally preference.
You know what?
I have people that do steep turns, and they tell me, I want to use the trim, and I say, well, it's okay. But then when you roll out of the turn, you got to release that trim, and it's aggravating the maneuver because it's too much workload, looking outside, following the horizon and such, and using the trim.
Well, just use the sight picture.
Yeah, so it's preference.
Yeah.
When I do steep turns in any airplane, I don't use the trim. I just, watch it.
Oh, sorry about that.
Sorry.
You should paint that red. This way people...
Oh, they see the knob. Yeah, it's okay. It's, it's an old-fashioned way to hold the window.
I mean, it's simple. Simple and practical.
Yeah. This aircraft is as simple as it can get. As a matter of fact, all the equipment here, you don't need nothing here in this airport. It's class Golf.
Yeah, it's true.
So if you go solo and chill, you don't even need an electrical set. You don't need a radio. You don't need nothing. I recommend using the radio just in case somebody else is in pattern, so you can actually hear them, but you don't have to. How many years you've been flying?
Well, I started flying when I was a teenager.
Oh.
My friend's father had an air coupe. He used to take me with him.
Air coupe. As a matter of fact, the guy that had this airplane sold this to me, and he bought an air coupe because it's so much more forgiving. It's a much easier airplane.
Well, that's what they say. I don't know. I didn't really particularly care the way it handled when I was a teenager. But maybe it was my first exposure to flying. But I always loved the air coupe, the style. Yep. I like the Luscombe. I like the Navion.
Great airplanes.
Classic. Okay, looks like it's clear.
Yeah, we're good. How old is the Navion?
Navion was built right after World War II. It was a capture.
50s?
40s.
40s, wow.
40s, maybe into the 50s.
Wow.
Yeah, into the 50s. It was captured. They wanted to capture the fighter. The pilot's coming back, but you know what? They had their stomach full of flying after that. Getting shot at, and a lot of them just put their helmet away, and that was it. Their flying gloves. They felt they had enough during the war.
I'll take care of that for you. Relax. I'll take care of that for you. Don't worry too hard.
Okay, carburetor's in. Trim is neutral. Goes on both.
Looking good. Actually, fuel is on. No boat. One single tank here. That's the Skyhawk 172. Fuel is on both. Actually, a lot of Cessnas have a boat selector. Very nice. Hold that pitch. Very nice. Try to stay on the center line. You're way off left. Very nice. Beautiful. Let it leap off the ground. Stay in ground effect. Right rudder, left stick. All right. Very nice takeoff.
See if I can nail that 72.
You see the difference?
Yeah, wow.
A coordinated flight with holding VY, speed at ground effect, and taking off. Look how much height you got above these trees.
Yeah,
so much better.
What a difference.
So much better. Because if you're taking off with a slip, you know, your fuselage relative to the relative wind is at an angle. It's not lined up, so your performance is decreased by much.
I'm just gonna do a cruise climb.
What's that?
I'm gonna do a cruise climb because, you know, I don't want
cruise climb? Just keep it climbing, full throttle. Every time we climb is full throttle on this airplane. Want to do another one or try the pavement?
yeah, we can try another one.
Alright. When I do the endorsement, I try to get on the grass to get the feel for the airplane and then transition to the pavement. But it depends on the pilot. Some of them are like, oh man, I got a lot of flight time. I'm comfortable. Let's just stay here. We stay there. The worst I had was actually a hard landing where we broke off the tailwheel.
Oh, wow.
And it's locked with chains. So it was flapping in the air in the control tower.
So you landed in the grass or on the concrete?
No, we landed on the concrete. No, you require any assistance, you know, we're like, no, we're just going to land and see what happens. So we landed and then slowly got the tail down and then you can hear the spring like grinding on the pavement. Luscombe 97 Kilo, say your intentions. 97 Kilo would like to taxi to the ramp, please. 97 Kilo, hold on for the ground vehicle and proceed on Alpha 2, whatever, blah, blah, blah. We had to fill up an incident report. We had to, you know, provide corrective action by the mechanic to the feds. It was,
Really? Yeah, why? You know what? Because actually they say, well, NTSB doesn't get involved unless it's a major repair or serious injury.
I think it wasn't any major repair. It was just replacing